Everybody ask me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. Everybody ask me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. Everybody ask me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. Everybody.
Hey, what is going on, guys? My name's Synaptics, and today I'm here with Seamus, and basically there's a whole story behind our history, and so this is one of the storytime episodes, and we just kind of wanted to share our stories. So, Steady, how about you tell them like the whole Minecraft beginning?
Alright, guys. So my name is Seamus, or Steady. Me and Colin are actually really close friends, and you guys might not believe it after the story we tell you guys. But so it's 2017 right now, and I'm a senior in high school. I was in 7th grade when I first met Colin. We were on this server called Lockcraft, and it was a faction server. Me and Colin were really big into Minecraft. We loved it, whatever. And I got on the server and I saw Colin spamming the chat with his YouTube channel. So I checked it out. I really liked his content, and I was like, hey, let's make a video together, because I wanted to start YouTube. We got in a Skype chat. I got my friend Blake into it, and we all were really close. We started grinding factions. I keep saying fractions. I don't know why. But in factions, we would grind all day and all night. We would spend countless hours together making videos, stuff like that. And this is where the beef kind of started, which I'm gonna let Colin talk about his side, and then I'll contribute my side into it. So you can go ahead and talk to them about the whole owing $1,000.
Yeah, so basically what happened was, once we had this really neat base and these people that it was a very small server, so we had a pretty decked out base, and it took over a month to build. And one of these days, I had to borrow $1,000 or something. I don't even remember. Someone gave me $1,000, and I never gave it back. I was literally about to give it back. I just was see how long I could I don't even know how long I could hold it. And so they kicked me out of the I don't even know what it's called, the faction. Yeah, and I got really pissed off, and so I blew it up. Then they killed me, and so I teleported to where it used to be, and had people teleport there, and they pretty much just ambushed it and destroyed it. So yeah, that's pretty much the first time we've ever had beef and stuff.
Yeah, and the thing I found funny about this, so with the whole owing $1,000, you guys probably think it's real money, but it's not. If you don't know how factions work, it's how would you describe it?
In-game money?
Yeah, it's in-game money, and you would farm or mine and stuff to get the money. You would go to a shop and sell it to get the money. Now, it was a small server, which means everything was cheap, and everything was easy to sell. Me and Blake were saving up thousands and thousands and thousands. I mean, $30,500, because on the server there was this person called Lefty, and his faction was unbelievably crazy, decked out and stuff. And we always had problems with them because we were the two most powerful factions. And we were okay, how about this? We'll pay you to be allies of ours, and then you give us one of your small bases. And their small base was an obsidian base with water around the perimeter of it, so that TNT couldn't blow it up. He said, okay, we want 30.5k because that's what we spent to build it. We said, all right, we'll do that. We gave Blake gave Colin $1,000, and it was about, how long do you think it was? Maybe a month and a half.
Yeah.
He was waiting. Yeah. And Blake was getting really mad, so we got in a call with Colin's brother, Chris, who actually helped us design the base and build it too. We were like, hey, let's just kick him and see if he'll give us our money, blah, blah. If he does, then we'll just add him back, we want the money or whatever. He's like, all right, let's do it. We do it, and then we type in slash nearby, which is a command where you could see if people are near you, and we saw Colin and all of Lefty's faction outside of our base. So we set up our TNT cannons and defense mechanisms so that they couldn't get in. But they were the richest faction, and they had all the money and stuff. They knew their way around our base and stuff, and they ended up blowing it up. After that, me and Colin, we really didn't talk much. We would text on Instagram a little bit, but nothing like we weren't really close or whatever. And then
Maroon, I just remembered that.
Maroon, yeah. I forgot about that. But that was Black Ops 3, right?
Yeah, that was before Elegy.
Yeah. So I'm gonna let Colin go into the whole Maroon thing, and you guys get his side for that.
Basically, Maroon, me and Seamus made. It was a Call of Duty clan, and it was pretty good. We based it around competitive, just like this clan that we're about to tell you about. We based it around competitive just because that's like what we enjoyed. And so basically, like later on, we started getting some pretty decent graphics with Seamus and stuff, and we literally just like kind of we played against other clans and like did all that stuff, and we were actually kind of bonding, like learning to like get along with each other. But we had lots of fights because every time I would die, I would like most of the time it would be because of like I would always blame it on someone else, and so we'd have these like little tiny beefs, nothing compared to the one that we're about to tell you about.
Yeah, it's just like what best friends do. Like your best friend pisses you off, then you guys argue. Like that's how it is.
Yeah, and so we basically just disbanded the team, and then later on, whenever me and Nathan created team, then we created Elegy, and I invited Seamus, and then Seamus can tell you about that.
Alright, so me and Colin, we were still playing Call of Duty, we were still pub stomping and making videos and stuff. He invited me to a party, and there was this YouTuber, Nathan Swifty, that he was talking to me about for like a month. He was like, hey, we're starting a Call of Duty team, competitive, do you want to join? I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And I think I was the captain of the competitive team and one of the leaders of the team. And with Elegy, there was so much drama because we had a huge age range joining, and none of the leaders couldn't agree on a specific age, because a lot of Nathan's subscribers were young. They were like little kids, so all of his subscribers from the RC would just come in and try out, and a lot of them were really good. Some of them were better than us, but we were looking for maturity over skill, because you can work on your skill and maturity, but maturity takes longer because kids won't admit that they're stuck up or anything. So we had 10 competitive players. Those 10 competitive players were outstanding. We were outstanding. We had each hardpoint game, we would all be dropping like 30 plus kills and have like 5 deaths each. Like we were unstoppable no matter how we set it up. So we split the team up into 2 teams, Team A and Team B. Each team had a sub. No matter how we switched up the players, the team would still be dominant. The only thing that caused all the drama was the communication and chemistry. One of our players, C4 Actual, hated Granada, which was Colin's name way back, if you guys watch his Reacting to Granada series. And then we had another player that Colin didn't like, that was on his team, and it was like no matter what, if I was with them on a team, they would argue with each other about when they die. Colin would blame someone for not calling it out, C4 would call him out for not calling it out. It's just really stupid stuff that competitive players do. Well, it got to the point where we were crap talking so much in a lobby. I think we spent like 6-7 hours straight, just competitive matches, switching teams up, and we found the teams that like were both stacked. We went, I think we did like a best of 10, and we ended up going to game 10, which was ridiculous.
Yeah.
But when we were doing that, we were waiting in a lobby, and one of their players was using a shotgun on hardpoint. We were mad, but we had a class set up just in case we knew that kid was going to do it because that's what he did in hardpoint. So we got our shotguns out, and we completely just dominated that first hardpoint. They got mad about it, and we started to attack everyone. Like, we would call them out about stuff. We would do all this kinds of things, and it wasn't a healthy team chemistry whatsoever. And one thing that really made us mad is that Colin put on his Granada channel Team A versus Team B highlights, but then it was just him and his team coming in clutch or making my team look bad. And I understand why he did it because other players were doing it too. But when he specifically called certain players out on another video, which was his apology video, because we kept attacking him on YouTube, which I really feel bad for because he didn't deserve it, and he was actually doing really, really good on YouTube and Call of Duty. And so we kept attacking his channel. We would comment really negative things on his comments and stuff. And then he put up his apology video, but in the middle of it, he said, "I'm sorry, but you guys just need to grow up," or something like that. Something that was that really just ticked us off. So we kept doing that. And when he decided to leave the clan, it kind of slowed down with the drama, but there was still drama going on. On our channel, we had just gotten we just had hit 2,000 subscribers, and we go on there, and all of our videos were gone. Our RC, our LG versus fans, our UMG matches and stuff. And we get an email, and it says that we have a copyright strike. And we read into it and stuff, and it turns out Colin put a video on the channel giving us a copyright strike. And that was our second copyright strike. One of them was because of music we didn't know about. The channel that we downloaded it from said it was non-copyright free, and all that happened. But yeah, that's really it with the channel and the beef from my side. At least there's more into it that I feel is personal that we shouldn't talk about, but I'm gonna let Colin go ahead and discuss his side of LG and Maroon.
So basically, we've already talked about a little bit of Maroon and how we just had beef because we were just friends and stuff. But then later on, I was my grandfather had died, and so I was very I guess you could say stingy, very stingy on what people said to me. And so someone said something very I'm not gonna say what they said, but they said something very harsh to what I believed in. And so the only thing I knew what to do was to fight back. And so sooner or later I just kind of just gave up and left the party and left the team. And so I put up a video to get back at them for what I felt like they've done to me. They've done me wrong. But in the end, I see that there was both wrongs. We were just a drama-filled clan basically, and there was a lot of problems with it. And some clans survive. FaZe used to have drama, so some clans survive and some clans don't. All right, so you want to talk about how you met back with me?
Yeah. So on my Instagram, it used to be my personal page. But then I started getting back into photography and YouTube, and I decided to change it to Steady Photography. And when I did that, I posted a picture after I set up the business page, and Colin had liked it, so I DM'd him, I talked to him and stuff. I was like, "Hey, what's your YouTube channel? I see you changed it and stuff." And I get on, and he was at 30 subscribers, and in a month's time, he got up to 100. No, he got up to 98 subscribers, which was ridiculous for his growth, in my opinion. And we started texting and stuff. We were cool. We got on PlayStation a few times here and there. Nothing not what we used to do. And then I I saw he was doing the RC challenges and stuff, so I was like, hey, that's cool. I wonder what team he's going to join. And he ended up joining, I forgot, what was the team he joined before Akula?
Aware, I think.
Yeah, I saw he joined Aware. I was looking into them. I personally didn't like them. And then I saw him join Akula, and I watched some of their videos. I watched, the most recent clips of the leaks because those were the most recent within the time frame. And I was like, hey, I'm just gonna text Colin and see if I can join. And then that's where I woke up, quote unquote, woke up in my video to a text him saying that I could join. And that's really it. I know we have a lot of videos planned out and stuff like that, and a montage, which you guys won't expect what type of montage, but it's gonna be a good one.
A cooler nation.
Trust me.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty interesting. Alright, so that's basically our story, and if you want to know anything else, put some questions in the comments, anything you want to know, but...
We can do a Q&A story time.
Yeah, maybe, because there's a lot of details that we just don't remember.
Okay, so why don't we do this? If we get the video to 10 likes, we will do a story time Q&A.
Alright, well, hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, hit the like button down below, and if you do want to see some of the apology elegy videos that I did and stuff like that, I have all of that saved. I have never deleted a single YouTube video, so we'll see. But hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button down below. Go subscribe to my man Steady, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one.
Peace.